valuable technique for getting out of empathy, depression, and situation which are predominantly being run by the thought I can't is to choose to be other person who have resolved the problem with which we struggle. Is one of the greatest power of self-help group. When we are negative state, we have given a lot of energy to negative thought forms, and the positive thought form are weak. Those who are in high vibration are free of the energy from the negative thought and have energized positive thought pattern merely to be in the presence of beneficial. In some health self-help group, this is called hanging out with the winners. The benefit here is on the psychic level of consciousness, and there is a transfer of positive energy and relighting of one own talent, positive thought forms. In some self-help group, this is called getting it by osmosis. It is not necessity to know how it happens, but merely that it does happen. It is common to witness this phenomena. For instance, in our society, most people have been trained to be logical and left brain in their orientation. However, some people from birth are right brain oriented. Such right brain persons are characterized by great power of intuition, creativity, telepathic communication, and awareness of thought forms and energy vibration. Frequently included among these capabilities, the capacity to see the bioenergy field around the being called the aura. When in the presence of people with this capacity, it becomes possible to share that capacity. This was true when, even as a skeptical, logical, left brain male scientist who was in a of people with a lot of person to see their aura upon following their instrument to see how the aura. Surprisingly, there was indeed a visible field of light around people's head. In particular, the aura around one man seemed to be almost like ectoplasm, hung predominantly over his left ear. On the right side of the head, however, it was practically nothing to be seen. To know whether this phenomenon was real and not coming from the imagination, it was confirmed by poking someone nearby who was adept at seeing aura. She was also an aura that was very wide on one side and practically absent on the other side. The capacity to see aura was available only when in the presence of other with that capacity. Upon leaving that instrumental situation where there had been people who could see aura, the capacity was no longer there. The following year, when in the company of friends who could see aura, the capacity returned. One time, in the presence of a human psychologist at a clinic, whose job was that of psychologic diagnosis by means of observing people aura and their changing color pattern. There certainly was a capacity not to only to see the aura but also to see them in the different color and watch the aura changes in response to fluctuating emotion. Just by talking to her, the capacity was suddenly available.